And we are live. Hello, everyone. Oh, you are waiting already? Too cool. Let me just set up the camera a bit here. So, hi, Michael, Robin, Matt, Shannon. How are you doing? So, for everybody new watching me, my name is Anja. I talk about healing herbs and what they can do for you. I'm not a certified herbal. I'm not a herbal either, a herbal specialist, like not a qualified. I teach everything myself over the past 20 years, and I tried everything out myself that I'm introducing. So, hey, Patrick. I have not started and I'm mumbling already. And my light totally sucks, but whatever. Hey, Glenn. Maureen there too? How are you? Yeah, Robin, life. Here, chill with Glenn's music. He has, by the way, awesome self-made music. It's really nice, so check his channel out. And I'm invited by Glenn and Maureen on the 12th together with Alex. So that's gonna be exciting, very exciting. So I can't wait for that. They're really awesome people. Shannon. Hello, chill. Oh, awesome. Alrighty then. So today I'm just talking about one herb, the marigold, or known as calendula. Hey, Trina. And what I wanted to do most likely today is I wanted to talk about some ingredients that are in the herbs. So it's better to understand what to take, what not to take. I mean, a herb can make you healthy, but it also can make you sick if you don't combine it right, or use the right one. So I thought, I do that today. So Anna is not here yet. She wished for the calendula, so I'm waiting a bit. Hey, Skyheart. Oh God, I feel so bad. I haven't stopped by leaving a comment. I like, but I haven't written anything. So I'm sorry. So I'm sometimes just go through my list. I watch some and then I put a like, but I'm not always writing something. I just want people to know I'm not ignoring. So let's start here with the ingredients, I'd say. So, like I said, I have to do everything with my notes, or you know where this will end, right? Bad. So, like I said, the ingredients of the herb can distress you, or it can discomfort you if you don't know how to determine what to use. So, I mean, you can't do anything wrong if you constantly cook with rosemary, thyme, right? It's just depending on what you use and for how long you use. But mostly, I mentioned that as well if I talked about them, how many weeks you can take them. Hey, IOX, Brian. Oh boy, no, check this, Brian. Yeah. Right, Trina? Yeah, I have to make notes or else. So that's why, I mean, there are so many ingredients in herbs, but so I'm just introducing the most important ones. And plus, I'm not a doctor, right? So this goes far, far beyond. And literally, it's nothing than alchemy using it, right? All those ingredients are nothing but alchemy. So that's why I named the title like that. Hey, Radiant, Laurie. Well, it's very good to see you all. I'm very happy to have you here. Thank you. Supernatural. Okay, so like I said, they have a whole variety of different ingredients. And it's not only that they're like, hey, we have those ingredients because we want to make humans happy. They actually have a meaning for the plants as well. It's actually for their own protection, right? And I looked up the name. The right name is phytochemicals, so that is the correct name. But I just call it ingredients if this is okay with you. So they are actually formed to protect the plants, like and makes it possible for the plant to self-heal as well. So where was I? Yeah, it helps the plant for protection in the environment, right? And from insects or fungicides and from the environment. So this is actually why those plants have the ingredients, and luckily they have a bonus for us as well, these ingredients. So and yeah. So, but some of the ingredients are also toxic, which so I don't believe in toxic plants. I mean, yes, there are. Like, if you take too much, you can drop dead. Like, yeah, what was it? Deadly nightshade, or what was it? Tinkerbell. I forgot the English name. You know, the Tinkerbell one, the purple one. So this is actually also used in for heart issues. So it just depends on the dosage, right? And some of those toxic plants, they are mostly taken as localies or in the homeopathic field. And of course, you really have to know what you do. So therefore, for me, there is actually no toxic, right? You have to watch what you take, and you shouldn't just go around and try what you find out there. Morning glory. I always I always forget the English names. That's why I have to make notes, and that's why I write down all the plants and all the ingredients and everything in English, or I forget. Immigrant me. Hey, Mooney. So so that is the botanical sense for the plants, right? And for the medicine, it's for the humans that it's relevant, or even for animals. So, oh yeah, one more thing, like to nightshade plants. I mentioned that before. Potato is a nightshade plant, right? And that's why it's again another example. Like when the potato turns green, what happens with it turns toxic, but you're not gonna die if you peel one potato, right? It's just if you keep constantly eating that. Hey, Max, clear your mind. I cleared my mind. I tried. It's not working. Oh, thank you, Brian. So yeah, I love potatoes too, in every way. Fried, cooked, boiled, smashed. I mean mashed. Oh, shit. You see, that's what I mean. I can't talk. So, and also those chemicals in the plant, they make what the plant or the herb tastes like, right? So, like I said, hey Hayden, there you are, finally. So, like I said, there's so many chemicals, ingredients in the plant. I cannot name them all by all means. So I try to translate that. I tried, okay? Hey, Lois. There she is. Thanks, Lori. Those are my lazy braids when I'm too lazy to do anything. So, not just a briefly description as well, because it like every ingredient spreads into different chemicals. So I'm not going there because I'm not like professional, right? So that's why I use the main ones to orientate. So we all know the essential oils, right? We all do. So and it's like that almost all fragrant plants that smell contain eccentric oils. So this is thyme, sage, lime, of course, rose, all these ones, or even spruce. Like almost, I would say almost all of them herbs contain some certain amount of eccentric oils. So, and of course, there are also many different oils, eccentric oils. What, Mice Guys is here? Hey, Mice Guys. Good to see you. Wendy. Oh, cool. Everybody popping in. I like that. No, I love that. So, and depending on the strength of the eccentric oils, it's not recommended to use it like internal. It's just used as for the diffusers or to put external on your skin. Like there are not too many that you can take. Like there's some, of course, like peppermint, for example, right? But it also depends on how much concentrated it is. So those are all little factors that you have to consider. And oil got very strong healing factor, right? But we know that. So, right, Mice Guys, a great soul group here. I love that. Really awesome. So next we have the tannins, and I hope I say that right. Let me put that in the chat. Oh my God, the name game. Tannis. I hope I'm saying that right, but at least you know what the hell I'm talking about. So tannins are common in roots and barks, but also in leaves. They have an astringent effect, and what they do, they pull together the membranes and tissues. So for wounds, for examples, right? And this helps also for wounds, ulcers, burns, inflammations, for throat infections like sage. That's why, like, if you have throat issues, it's always good to gargle with it, because like I said, some plants, if they have an eccentric oil or the tannins, some of the herbs, they contain a lot of everything. It's not that just one plant has just the one ingredient, it has many ingredients. And you can also always do research on that. Turn water rusty brown, yeah. Hey, James, good to see you, brother. So yeah, and they help also with skin fungi because, like I said, it pulls together the membranes and the tissues. So herbs for that are typical is oak bark, blackberry leaves, lady's mantle, witch hazel leaves. But those are I'm just naming a few, right? So like I'm naming just the ones that have most of that, what I'm reading in them as ingredients. Do I make any fucking sense? Yes, I think so. So then we have the bitters. So bitter is a collective term for everything that tastes bitter. Wow, amazing, huh? Now you really learned something. Lucid Vertigo, hello. So, but where I'm going with this is it's the bitter ingredients, they stimulate your digestions and also helps everything in a gastrointestinals in your liver area, for example. So and that's why, you know, like some people like to drink some bitter liquor, like herb liquor, when they ate too much, you know, and that, like in Germany, there is one liquor. It has 7 herbs, and if you drink it and you ate too much or you just feel yucky in your tummy, that really helps it. But it tastes bitter, as the name says, right? Hey, Sue, how are you, Miss Elite? I hope I didn't miss anyone. Oh, Mary is here too. Mary did, because I just saw Lois saying hi, Mary. I didn't see Mary, so sorry. So, oh, there she is. Now I see you. So, typical herbs with bitters: dandelions, taurus, angelica, hops, and yarrow. So, I mean, just for the fun of it, you can chew on the bark or on the root, and you will know what I mean, like literally, and you're not gonna die from it either. So then we have, I'm just gonna write that name in the chat again because I'm gonna come up with a good new word, I'm sure. Mucilage? Do I say that right? I'm probably not saying that right. So, oh, that's very nice of you, Lucid Vertigo. Thank you so much. Okay, close, Max. I was close, right? I just call it mucky. So you can read the word. I just say mucky. So mucus substance. Hi Anna, it's okay. Massage? What? Shannon, I have not talked about the marigold. I waited for you. So the mucky, the word that I just wrote in the chat and can write because I'm your professional herb specialist. Those mucus substances are a group of a different substance which together have the ability to swell up in the water and to feel slimy. They have a softening, irritating, and enveloping effect that makes them valuable for inflammation of the mucous membranes. So, so since they are slimy, what they do, mucilaji, mucilaji, I can't say it. Mucilaji, is that right? Just slimy. Can we leave it with slimy? That's easier. So, So like this is, for example, good when you have a dry cough, right? So it soothes your membrane or your throat when it's scratching and you have a dry cough, or even for wounds, it smooths them out a bit. So, and typical plants for that: coltsfoot, ripwort, marshmallow, and comfrey. So, Mike, we have a nice a Mike here. Sue, have I missed a Mike? I say hi, Mike. Oh no, Lucid is Mike. Sorry, I got it. I got it. Got it. So now, yeah, mucilage. I can't say that, Anna. So this is good if you have. Hey, Caroline. How are you? Oh, I feel guilty too already. You say it, Anna. You say it 10 times. That black seeds, what black seeds? Like flax? They're black too? Or you mean, yeah, you're challenging me, right, with my English. Do you mean a general kind of black seeds? So let me continue until Supernatural writes. That's a new word, yeah. Maquillage. Maquillage? Flax, not flax seeds, you say? Different. Is that where you make the oil off, right? Kümmel. That was German. I know the German word, Kümmel. Like coumarin. Hey, bottle caps! How are you? Slimy stuff, exactly, Shannon. No, we're not going anywhere. We're waiting here, Anna. Hey, I'm just translating, yeah? With my dictionary. So, then next we have the glucosides. I'm hoping I said that right. So, glucosides are a whole group of high potent substances whose common feature is certain sugar compounds. They're highly effective, toxic, because, yeah, Thimble was the name. That was the Tinkerbell, Thimble. Yeah. Now I got it. So, so they have different glucosides that I can't get in like completely, like I said. So, because that they again split into acids and whatever. But also you have the less strong. What, Sue? Is a vicious aggression of. Yeah, it's. I tried to translate that. It's just slimy, the herbs when you like when you pull that out of the plant, it's really slimy. Put it in water and you will see the water will slime from that stuff. Yeah, simple. So, and what was I? The less strong glucosides, they go into saponins, flavones, coumarins. So, like I said, I don't want to name them all and don't go too much into it because it gets too complicated, right? So I'm trying to keep it a little less complicated. So in the typical are foxglove, lily of the valley, the willow, senna leaves, buckthorn. So also glucosides also have that salicin. That's in willow, right? That's in the willow bark. That's the aspirin of the willow. Herbage. You got herbage? Yes, bottle caps. Furnace working. I got it built in yesterday. Luckily, because today it's like -15 and it's going down. So yeah. But what should I complain? You know, it's done and other people don't have a roof over their head, so I shouldn't be whining. So next, coming from the glucosides, I mentioned the saponins. I'm writing it. Saponins. In Edmonton, supernatural. I'm in Edmonton. Edmonton, Alberta. Oh, you lucky bottle. No, it got really yucky cold. But hey, that's Canada. Oh, you know Edmonton Supernatural? Or you mean Canada in general? Okay, the saponins, whatever you call it. I spelled it there. Read. So, so this word saponins comes actually from the word soap. Max. No, I don't cook freckleberries. I just eat them rare off the bush. Just take them and chuck them down. Okay, yeah, it comes from the word soap, actually. There and it has a soap effect. And a saponin-rich herb was actually used for soap. Figure that, right? And in medicine, it's mostly more irritating. And yeah, it has an irritating effect on the mucous membranes and are therefore suitable as an emetic or diuretic. Fuck's sake. In addition, the accelerate the uptake of other active ingredients and are therefore popular as an additive in mixed teas. So what it does, it combines. What do you have to trim your fucking tail? No, not very often. Well, yeah, it like I said, it's toxic, but it's not. Like if you're this is a good component to combine the ingredients of others. Like you know, like let's say You make a lotion, a cream. You need something to put in, like with oils. You need like something that brings the supplements together, that combines them. So, and that's what it's good for. So, but if they're not all toxic, like nettle has it, thyme has it, linden, calendula, and then that's called soapwort. But like I said, those are all ones that you can take. So where was I? Hey, Judith. So then we have the flavones. I'll write it in there. So they're like yellow dye, and they sometimes look quite different. So what I mean with yellow dye is like vitamin C, for example, right? Like they support the action of the vitamin Ds, others affect the heart, circulation, or liver. Some also have the diuretic, and so they're helpful in many, many ways. Good to heart. Yeah. Well, yes, I have to keep the bottle, the Fuckleberry Bushwarm bottle caps. Freezes here. You cannot leave it out. You have to, you got to wrap it up, you know. So, typical herbs with flavones. It's a heather, shepherd's purse, birch leaves, the elderflower, lime blossom. So those are some of them. Like I said, there are many more, and mostly all of the herbs that I talked about have mostly all of those ingredients. So then we have the coumarines. And coumarines you can detect by a certain smell. So it smells mostly like fragrant, like hay, you can say. And those are the ones that you can use also against insects, like lavender for moth, clover, woodruff. So where was I? So then we have the solanini. Shit, why did I ever start that? There. Shrinkage. Yeah, my fuckleberry bush doesn't shrink in the dark, in the cold. Oh my God. So we have the solanin. So this is mainly found in the night spotted plants, in the green part of the night spotted plants. The nightshade plants, I mean, fuck's sake. So they have a toxic effect on the digestive system, but help against eczema. So this is what I mentioned before, the potato green, for example, and the thimble, you know, or even belladonna. That's a nightshade plant too. Are you sure, Anna? You sure? You good? Because I'm almost done here and I want to talk about the calendula for you. So yeah, like I said, those are the ones that you really just consult, like that you should only take as global lease or right? And not just like make your own with it, because you don't know the dosage, and yeah, they can be deadly then for sure. But again, like I said, some of them, they help for heart issues. And where you can always use them on is external for wounds or eczemas. That will always help, and it will not hurt you. So, and then we have the I'm writing it, alkaloids. So this is the most effective substance in the plant kingdom. So these are specific product of the respective plant. They can be highly beneficial or lethal toxic. One of them is, for example, belladonna that I just mentioned. And then we have the stimulants, the stimulating alkaloids, coffee, nicotine, tea. And then the medical, codeine, morphine, right? So, and what else did I wanted to? Yeah, like I said, whatever you do, you always have to know what you do. In general with herbs, right? No fuzzing and playing around with. I take that serious. And you always have to really know, is that what you have? Like, do you really have a stomach issue, or did you just have a bad day? And like this is all what I measure when I make teas or tinctures for people. Talking to them, and then I decide if this is just mental. I mean, not mental damaged. I mean, like, some people might get asthma in stress, some people might get diarrhea in stress, but they have no bacteria or anything. That's what I'm saying with that, right? You get my message here. So, and of course, whenever people hear alkaloids in plants, it's automatic poisonous, but it's not. So, and that's why, of course, our lovely politicians made like almost every plant poisonous. So, yeah, didn't want to get too much. It's just like they decided at one point, especially in Europe, that certain plants are toxic, like comfrey, coltsfoot, totally bullshit, because they're good healing plants. Again, the only thing that you have to watch out, like for comfrey, this is good if you had a broken bone and you make a cream, a lotion out of it with beeswax or a tincture, and you rub it on your foot. I did that when I had my ankle broken last year. Helped wonderful. You can also drink it for certain symptoms. But again, here's the dosage. You can't drink it too long, and you cannot drink too much. And this is what I mean with, for me, not everything is toxic. What they tell me is toxic, right? You just got to know what you do. So, which was it? I made a note. Oh, yeah. It started with coltsfoot. She drank that tea during pregnancy. That was in Europe. And of course, it was the coltsfoot. It killed the infant. So, later on, they found out that the mother was totally on drugs and killed her own child. So there you go. Like I said, I'm not saying it cannot happen. Like I said, certain herbs you can't drink or should not even cook with when you're pregnant. So, but I'm mentioning that also always on my herbs, right? Oh, James is leaving. Bye, James. So, but again, you got to be careful with everything regarding healing herbs. And I know that was a lot to take in, but like I said, I wrote down the names, so maybe you can read a little bit. Hey, Manu. Salut, mon ami. Bye, Shannon. So anybody speaks French, say hello to Manu for me, please. Yeah, you can rarely find certain herbs anymore. So that's why if you go out in the woods and you find some good one, just grab and keep the seeds. It just everything is poisonous, everything is not good, and this. So I mean, I experienced around myself. Mice guys, what you could do, it's birch tree or nettle. You know, that flushes your system. You could try that, sting nettle tea. So try that for a while. And it makes you pee bad, though, I say you that, but maybe you got something that needs to be flushed out. So sounds to me like it, I would say. So that was it. I just wanted to give you an idea. And like I said, most of the plants, they have 3, 4 of the ingredients, and some have more and others. But like I said, I can't really get into this. Those are the main ones, important ones, right? Yeah, the nano. Sweat them out with, kill them with sting nettle and birch tea. Yes. Sweat them out. Yep, birch and nettle. That flushes your the water out of you, cleanses your liver, kidney, right? It cleanses your whole system, your bladder. It's also good when you have a cold, like birch tea. It's good when you have a cold, so it makes you really sweat and flushes everything out. So and sting nettle, I talked about it before. This sting nettle has so much vitamin C and zinc, and it's amazing. And that's why you see sting nettle, cut it up and dry it. Just don't take it when it's too old and really long and really dark. Then it tastes not as good anymore. Hey Reed, how are you? I haven't seen you forever. So yeah, sting nettle, determined as a it's called a weed. It's not a weed. It's like has so many benefits. But I talked about that already in one of my videos back then. I just don't remember which one. So so then I wanted to talk about one little plant. It's the marigold or calendula. And there are 2 reasons. First of all, Anna wanted to talk about it because they use this plant to decorate the altars for the Day of the Dead. And Anna, I can literally see it. Sting nettle, Mary, is mostly all year round. It stops in the winter, of course, but mostly from spring to the end, first snow, whatever. It's like really resistant and it will grow everywhere. So It's just when you fall in there with your naked ass, it's not good. They sting. Literally. Okay, mice guys. Yeah, sorry, I really don't remember. It was pretty much in the beginning. I talked about it and I introduced it really from A to Z. Z. God, I can't talk. So, yeah. So they use the marigold to decorate the altars, and so do the Celts, or we witches use them as well for incense during that time for the season of the witch. So I want to talk about this a bit. So first, since we were into the medical stuff, I'm going to finish that off as a medical, and then we go into the history and what else you can use it for, okay? So, and you all know marigold, right? The yellow, fluffy flowers, and they curl up. So in German, it's called Ringelblume, Sempersucht. Yeah, and in German, it's called Ringelblume. And Ringel means because they all roll up, those little flowers, when you pull them off, they roll up, and that's like curl up, and it's actually curl flower because they curl up, those little plants. Anna. So, talking about the ingredients that we just had. So this one has the essential oils, the bitter substances, saponins, glucosides. What else did I? And yeah, and many others that I didn't mention, and I'm not going to, because this is going too far. Because saponins, they split in different saponins, and flavonoids, again, they split too in different kinds. So I'm not gonna go there. So, and they bloom from June to the end of October, beginning of November. And that's when they're really all fluffy and puffy. And they're orange or yellow. So bees keeps them away. I actually attracted the bees. Marigold is friends with Mary Jane. No, seriously, Robin? I have not noticed that. Hey, Sandra. I'm not talking marigold, not the Y, marigold. We're talking yellow flower, not green flower here. Look supernatural, yay! Okay, so the medical properties. Yeah, we haven't seen Sandra forever. So, okay, let me concentrate. I'm drifting off. So the medical properties: decongestant, astringent, antibacterial, stimulating. I'm not talking in a sexual way. I'm talking of helping the healing process. Anti-inflammatory, antispasmodic, fungicidal, cleansing, sweaty. So here you go, my guys. Calendula as well. So then the applications of it, if you have an itch in your butt, seriously, I'm serious. I'm not kidding. And I'm not reading the chat right now. I'm waiting until this passes on. because other than that, I will not be able to concentrate because I know where this is going. Oh God, I have to see. Okay, so then it's against anxiety, bruising, burns, nausea, eczema, inflammation on the skin, shingles, gallbladder, ulcers, facial rose. You know, when you get those dry spots on the skin, sometimes after you wash your face, or if your skin is so dry that you get those little red spots. Hemorrhoids, or if you make a salve out of it, lipsil, for dry lips. Headache, also for skin cancer, liver weakness, stomach and intestinal disorders, gastritis, ulcers. The girls, if you have problems getting your period and you really want it bad and you know it's there but it's not coming yet, yeah, it will promote your period. And it also helps you with the pain. So also what the salve is good to is like if you have a scar, like you had surgery or whatever, right? And you know you're gonna have a big fat scar, just always rub it with a balsam of so any lips, Mary. Whenever your lips are dry, you may put that on. I knew it. Oh God, and I'm not ending it. Warts, menopausal symptoms, diaper rash, baby butts if they wound. Okay, I'm gonna read that. If your nipples are wound, sore, you may put that on too. Bed sores, if the people really have to lay in bed all day and can't move. So yeah, it got a lot of benefits. So you can take it as a tea, or I like to, hey Ian, I like to mix it with other teas, for the taste, for the color, like rose leaves. I love rose petals in tea. So, I mean, it has more to offer external, but like I just said, a lot of internal too. Just most people just know it as a cream, right? A balsam for the skin. No, Sandra, you're right. It's not the best. Neither is like elderberry tea, and all that. So that's why I just like to mix it, and it's good. But just by itself, no. Buckleberry's good for nipples. Oh my God, this is gonna haunt me forever, right? Yeah, Ian, sing it for us. It's not the season yet. Yeah, I like the leaves, the flowers of the elderberry. I mean, like the berry itself, I find that very. Hey, Quads. So, yeah, it's liver and liver strengthening. That's what I said. Panic attacks. For women problems, I mentioned all that, right? And like I said, marigold is traditionally used as an ointment. And but also I like the tincture of it, like really. So also what I really find interesting, what I wanted to get in more a bit is the skin cancer. It was traditionally used to treat skin cancer. But then they said it's not medical proven that it helps skin cancer, and they took it off the program, right? Go figures. So therefore, you can probably be sure it will help you. I mean, of course, not if, unfortunately, you're all eaten up by skin cancer, but I'm thinking if you discover it early enough, it's always worth a try. So then we come to the history part. So now gonna get a good laugh out of that one, because there are Aztecs names, and they're really gonna be fun. Okay. So, like I said, you notice that the Mexicans decorate all nicely with the marigold, and there's actually a story behind it. Same as with Samhain, why we use the incense witches for that. So, okay, you're ready? So, okay, it's a story. I'm writing the name down, and then Anna can really laugh her ass off. Ooh, I can't even write it. Shit. Celine and sorry. Oh God, this is gonna end bad. Did I even write that correct? Yeah. Do I have to? Yeah, it is, Max. It's good for cell regeneration. Because again, it has a substance that pulls it together, right? So, no, it never happened. It's not the 7th yet, Ian. I'm closing the season tomorrow night, but there will probably be no bonfire. Probably gonna make a fireplace. Okay. So why they're doing the Dia de los Muertos with the marigold? The story to it. So it's especially the orange one that decorates the path of the altar, because it represents a legend that goes back. So now, long ago, when the Aztecs were at the height of their culture, like on their highest ever, can I just call them X and H? Do I have to say the name? I wrote it down, but I took. So X and H. No, okay, I'm trying. Xochicho and Hutzilin. I can't say it. I'm sorry. Oi, mother. Thanks for coming, bottle caps. Bye. So, Sochi and Hutsi, I can say the name, lived in central Mexico, which is central Mexico today, of course. The two had loved each other since childhood, and each evening they climbed together on a mountain to bring flowers to the sun god. He was especially happy about it and seemed particularly bright the next day. So, saying the day was nice. Ian, I can't concentrate. The young couple became engaged after a while and vowed to love each other beyond death. After a few weeks, Mr. X received the sad news that Mrs. H had fallen in battle. Oh no, Mr. H and Mrs. X, sorry. Xochitl, who was heartbroken, I'm not laughing about the story, laughing about me saying that, who was heartbroken, climbed the mountain and prayed to the sun god. She asked him to reunite her with her sweetheart. Since then, the flower of the Dia de los Muertos has blossomed in every street of Mexico, evoking the power of love and symbolizing life beyond death with its bold colors. One celebrates life and love and welcomes the ancestors back in the circle of the family. Isn't that nice? I mean that sincere. I think this is so nice. You know, because it takes away the fear of this festival. And it's not a bad one at all, like absolutely not at all. Because the flower itself, it really, like even in other mystics, it stands for the everlasting love, and that's so nice. And it makes room for something new, right? So, but I'm going there in a second. So, yeah, so this why they have this festival, because of that couple whose name I can't say because I'm retarded. And so I really like it. And I think that totally takes away the fear of the dead. Yes, exactly. And that's the same in the Celtics or in Samhain and witchcraft or whatever the old ancient Germanic Celtic way. I mean, Celtic is not just Germanic, it's Celtic, right? Used to be Europe and further on. So they lit the fire to keep the negative away and help their ancestors to move on. And yeah, and also it was to give them respect, right? To get together, have respect, or maybe unanswered questions, but then they did let them move on. So also it's for the ancestors as well. It's a good time of the year to say hello and see how things are going, but make sure you will release them after, right? Don't keep them in any weird things. So, and also like Samhain is also the end of the wildflower year. So that matches to this as well. And it's not only that, it's also the new year, the witch's new year. So it used to be on the new moon, on the 11th new moon in a year. So this year it's November 7th. But I more orientate on my feelings. So like for me, it started on full moon already. And I talked to some others, like my shamanic friend Niels. He felt it too much earlier. And some others as well. You just feel the veil is thin, not the veil. I'm not saying it again. The veil is thin, and you can just feel the presence. So, and for me, it ends on new moon. So, but just for me personal, okay, just saying. So, and the fire was also used, like I said, to guide them, to make the way bright for them to go back where they came from. I mean, in a nice way. And it was also to to burn out negative patterns, habits, right? To start it all new again, if I make sense. Create new. I mean, this is also where we have the phoenix and the, right? It creates new. The fire creates new. It burns the old and creates new. New things can rise. So yeah, so the marigold helps us to remember in a positive way, right? And to say goodbye, of course. So, yeah, so therefore it's like the whole spirit of the plant is about love, right? Love, forgiveness, good memories, letting go of the old, and mostly the love. Do the classes of herbs you just told us about have any relation to belonging to the five? Yeah, I mentioned that too. So that one is actually, don't let me lie, this one is the water, and it is the sacral chakra. So, but I also say it's the heart chakra because it's about love, and the root is more not sacral, not root, sacral is more about letting go, to release. So yeah, you combine them with the elements as well, Glenn. Hey, Budget Bushcraft, good to see you. What, my skies? You have a monkey? YouTube monkey on your back? Okay. So the instance of that plant, it will also calm your soul, calm your spirit, right? If you're angry, if you're scared, it will calm you down, which is also in the sacral chakra, right? But I wasn't talking about chakras today. I'm just bringing that on as an example. And yeah, so as a flower essence, the calendula promotes the ability to express oneself and absorb the inner meaning while listening to the words of others. So in a case in sharp, hurtful language, like let's say, you know, you're being verbally abused, it brings warmth and gives a deeper awareness of the healing and of the power of the words. It will take away the power of the words because we know about the power of the words, right? So, and they're cut deep. So it will help you to release that a bit. And it's also very good for the ones that are still having issues with their inner child. It will help you to approach the vulnerability of your inner child to have better access to it. So, and yeah, and I just said, you're welcome, Glenn. So I just said the botanical name, the calendula, not the marigold. So, and this is more like a mythological observation that the marigold flower always like blooms on the first of a month. And that's why they call it calendai. The Romans did it, of course, right? Does it explain it? So in ancient Egypt, the marigold was believed to give youth. So the plant is also an attribute of many ancient goddesses. So in Aztec, a relative of marigold was a symbol of the love goddess. I am so gonna write that down. And Anna, next time you're gonna practice that with me. Anyone explain me how am I supposed to say that word? Okay, come on, for the fun of it. Xa Chiquetzal. Xo. Oi. I said it once. That counts, right? So, the love goddess. Let's leave it there. Was it close? Whew, I gotta learn more of that. And I should know how to talk, right, Anna? The marigolds of the Germanic tribes were dedicated to the goddess Freya. And of course, in Christian times, the role of the goddess was taken over by Mary, so therefore it's Maria's gold. That's where it comes from. So that's how they all get their little name. So so it's actually the spirit of love and protection in that plant. So that's it. Budget was that Yankee's name? Oh, I don't think so. I hope not. Unless he is the goddess of love. Oh my God, budget bushcraft. Seriously, 3? Oh, Ian, shut up. My inner child is dead. It better is not. Alrighty then. Well, I hope that helped a bit. I'm sorry about my stupid mumbling and not reading words right. I'm trying, but I have no one that pronounces the names for me. So, and some of them you can play online, but sometimes it's really not clear. Hey, Jenny and Matt. Oh boy, I was just leaving. But we all know I'm leaving like for 10 minutes, right? Oh, thank you, Sue. Yeah, just with some names, I have it hard. Like, before you know, you have mucus, and that's not what I mean. So, thank you, Glenn. What, Ian? What's with the alphabet? Say that again. And I did a little anagram rearranging on something. Which is the crest, the kingdom of Aragon? What? I don't know the kingdom of Aragon. Is that from Lord of the Rings? Oh, you've been there the whole time, Jenny, and I didn't see you? Oh boy, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I really didn't see you. Sorry. But I can say Chichen Itza. Mm-hmm. Oh, stop it, you guys. I'm blushing. So, alrighty then. And I think Brian is on with the Grey Wolf tonight. I don't know, Ian. I gotta look into that. You can text me that later on Hangouts. Well, I'm really sorry, Jenny. I feel bad that I didn't see you. Sorry. Oh, budget bushcraft, you're going to Niagara Falls? Too bad that I'm too far away. That's like 3,000 kilometers from here, or 4. I would totally come. Oh, bummer. That's really a bummer. You see, I'm so close, yet so far. Plus, I'm just inviting myself here. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not doing that. Alrighty then. Well, thank you everyone so much for listening to me. And I hope that information helps a bit. Like I said, you can always get your information. If you want to go deeper into the ingredients, you can just, or the chemicals, you can just, look at yourself up, because like I said, it really spreads very far, every supplement, ingredient, chemical. I mean, we know how chemicals split, and that's why it's alchemy for me, right? So it sounded less dramatic than my title, but it is alchemy. You mix the right ingredients, and you got to make sure that the ingredients that you combine like each other and will help you, right? Yeah, Glenn, I see you on the 12th with all the Canadians. You see, Budget, I'm not Canadian. I'm German. So top a German on all that. No, I'm just kidding. So, okay, you guys. Well, thank you so very much for coming and listening to me mumbling. And I'm going to say good night now. And I love you. And as Brian says, be the frequency you want to receive. Oh, Michael, you're here still? And Kellermeier, German as hell. Yeah, right on. Guten Tag. Okay, everyone, thank you so much for coming. I said that all right. So I'm going to leave now before I'm going to say that another 10 times. Are you still listening, Hayden? Maybe we'll make it one day. What do you think? If the universe is with us. Okay, I love you very much, and you have a good night or good day or good morning, wherever you are right now. And I see you soon. Love you. Bye-bye.